lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type.
I hate
Where's
those
the fucking coward who
big
killed
upper
my
classes
men?
who prey on
I
the
know
lower
he's
classes.
here.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving.
You mad, bro?
Till I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Oh.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill.
Oh.
Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
It's over.
Is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word.
So
is
much
law.
win and burn in
If
the
that
same
displeases you,
in like
then
30
I trust
seconds.
You can find the door.
Oh, more win. So much win.
That lad may be lord of this house. But Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
We're gonna kill both those people. I'm calling it. If we ever get the chance, I'm 100% sure it's gonna be a choice. It's always a
I was
choice in
wrong
these.
about your son, my
I'm gonna
lady.
kill him.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you buried.
Chef Ramsay?
Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Oh no. Ramsay Snow, he's gonna come here and yell at me and throw things at me because I'm not a good cook. Get it? Help kitchen. Chef Ram. I'm gonna stop talking.
Your sister can help us.
That is a fancy
Although
castle.
just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady
Am I a lady
Marjorie's
now?
betrothal to the king
Sweet,
will be
I'm a
enough to keep
woman.
The Boltons at bay, if it's
That did not
presented
sound
to
right.
her as it should be.
Sweet, I get to do stuff. Look at book. This is a fancy looking dress. Look at my stuff. Carved ivory wood tree.
Ethan made this for me.
She has a weird texture face.
Asher sent me this coin
Oh.
to remember him.
Pretty sure everything's weird textures and
Strange
telltale.
face, Essos.
It looks like she has like weird bumps in her face.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Aw, those feels. Go look at this one.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
I don't know who any of these people are. I'm so sorry to all the Game of Thrones shippers and lovers out there. Me, the only real TV show I ever really got into is The Walking Dead. That's my Game of Thrones, pretty much. Letter from the Mother, let's look at that. More teleporting.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Who's that? Housekeeping. Housekeeping. Me clean
One
now?
moment.
Housekeeping.
Oh, sorry,
Who's
milady.
that?
I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back
He looks
later
like a
if you'd like.
pig farmer. Huh. Stupid pig farmer. I'll let him in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm worried.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
She's not really going any faster.
You work for Lady Marjorie?
How much coal can you fill in that thing?
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her
I'm
handmaiden.
her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like
Raise
good
that
friends.
eyebrow.
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the royal sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
What did they
What
say?
did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know.
Thanks, bro. You got my back.
Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
It's like noon. It literally looks like she just woke up. Just from the looks of the sun. So our sunset or
Lady
sunrise?
Marjorie,
If it's sunrise,
you're
then that
early.
makes some
I was
sense.
hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Man, I'm recording for 55 minutes already.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very
And
kind.
your whole family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
I like her. She's
You must
fun.
understand there are limits
Who
to
is
what I
Dad?
can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen.
Oh, she's the new queen. That
I
boss.
have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the road.
Sorry about that yawn.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
That's racist. No, I'm
She
kidding.
was very pleased with herself.
I am no traitor.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What would I say?
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
There's something weird about their faces. It's creeping me out.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
The clothing back then was strange. He's like, that booty.
You'll be fine. I know
Okay.
you will.
I'm very tired at the
feel
moment,
one
so I'm
thing,
getting very
but you
weird.
must
I'm
say
very
another.
sorry. Okay, that's another thing. Why do people always talk in riddles?
Good luck.
I'm still looking at my actual screen instead of the camera, ain't I? I have a problem with that. Weird twitch there. We're probably gonna be doing like more democracy.
You can do this.
More democracy stuff. Like of Lord Ethan, I think his name was. That dramatic walk. That hair bun, though.
Ah, Lady Marjorie.
That guy looks
Aren't you
familiar. I
looking
feel like I
lovely?
know him. I feel like I know him, but I
Lord
can't
Tyrion.
think of who he is.
Your Grace?
Trying to remember who he is.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Is that... Kneel before her. I want to look... I want to be good to
Your
her.
Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
I think she's going to be the bitch of the story. I'm
House
pretty sure she
Forrester
is.
is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Our loyalty never...
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yep, she's the bitch. They were our
We were
worst.
the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
Yep, this
She
girl's
has
a bitch.
talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
Yep, she's the bitch.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
No, I hate that guy.
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
Uh-oh.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Yep, she's a bitch.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances.
Yeah, she's giving me a bad look. I think
There
I
are ships
screwed
and
up.
shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
She has that bitchy smile.
I see.
It's the throne. It's that throne I've seen in
What
all
does
the,
that girl do, Cersei?
looks.
It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
That throne. It's that throne. That
It raises an interesting question.
That's like the one thing I know besides the Red Wedding, that
Those who
throne.
end up on the wrong side of the wall. Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Rhaenyra Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge.
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
They all look so familiar.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Feel like
You're
I'm
a girl
screwing up.
from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
Be true to the
Go
king.
on.
Be true to the king.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her.
Wait, did I mess up?
Surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I screwed up, didn't I? I think I screwed up.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family. Even
Thank
under
you,
the
Lord
best of
Tyrion.
circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and
I really don't know what I
have
did.
our
I feel like one way
She
or
takes great
another
pleasure
I
in her
would
little
have screwed
charades.
up there.
I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard.
What are you
Not her.
suggesting?
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
Yes,
In fact,
I am.
Forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
I cannot get comfortable in this
You
new
are a
chair.
brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
I wanted to get a relative of armrest,
Now,
but
if you'll
it doesn't
excuse
have
me,
any.
I promised Sansa I would
so I just have to
join
do
her for
this.
dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I like him. He's fun. The other girl, Cersei, or whatever her name is a bitch. I feel like I screwed up on that debate thing. I think I was bad to somebody.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Who's this?
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
Not so
It
great.
didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
No
But at
shit.
least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what? It's true.
Girl talk.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And
Classic girl talk.
from what I've heard, perhaps Lady Marjorie can make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Oh god.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
I don't know.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be
I don't want to be
queen,
queen.
no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen, you northerners. You'd make a perfect
Well.
scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of the 7 kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Bitchiness level over 9,000.
Who else should we marry off? Brian of
Marry
Tarth
off.
and
Marry off, that's how they say it.
Forrester.
I keep looking.
What a
This is the
perfect
camera.
match.
This is the
Sir
screen.
Brian
Camera,
and-
screen.
What are you doing?
Camera, screen. Oh, we screwed up.
Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Oh,
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mirror. I'm just glad it's over.
you know, I think I
King's
think I
Landing
pleased
can
the
be
queen, but
exhausting sometimes.
I think I upset her, which is bad
There's
because
always
I like her.
someone to please
She's
and
actually
some
nice.
perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Sarah's right.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
There's not even a timer, so this has to be important. Should I ask? I think I should ask.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Sarah may stay. She seems cool. A little bitchy, but pretty much everybody is.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request.
She knows you asked on behalf of your
especially
mother.
now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene.
I still don't know who the Starks are.
Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I should have made her leave.
Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
Why'd we let her stay? We should have made her leave.
I don't know, Mirror. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have
Yeah.
power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Yes.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
What am I doing? It's behind the side of my hand for some reason. It's been an hour 15 minutes. How long is this episode? Walking Dead, most episodes last about 45. Oh, it's this guy again. The wall sounds lovely. I like how he doesn't even care. He doesn't even. Oh no, my horse. I'll walk.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
This is very screwed up.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.